Hi, welcome back to Margaret Country Crafts and Miniatures. My name is Catherine and welcome to this fall video. Today I've got 4 fall napkin DIYs. So these are DIY crafts using napkins. And I hope you enjoy it. Getting into DIY number 1. I've got these 2 wood rounds. And I've got this leaf plank from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to take off the little raffia bow that's on it with my hot glue gun. I'm just going to melt the glue. And I'm going to take my wood tint and I'm going to tint the outer edge of this leaf plaque because this leaf plaque has 2 levels to it. And with some jute twine, I'm just going to cover up that hot glue spot because it left a bit of a mess. But I'm just going to cover that up. And I'm going to tint the back of it too because what I plan to do with this, it'll look nicer to have the back of it finished as well. And just giving another coat to the outer edge of the leaf. And now with my Mod Podge, I'm gonna put a layer of it on top of that second leaf, on that second level leaf. And I got this really nice napkin. I believe I got it from HomeSense here in Canada. And it's a very nice orange pumpkin design. My Mod Podge layer is all dry now. So with this napkin, I'm just gonna take my new Cricut heat press that I just got and iron it out. And then I'm going to place it on top of the dried Mod Podge and take my Cricut iron again and iron the napkin onto the leaf. This will heat up the Mod Podge layer and have the napkin adhere to it. And with my sandpaper, I'm just going over the edge of that leaf just to break up the napkin so that we can tear it off of the leaf. And just using more of my sandpaper just to sand away any excess napkin. And there we have our leaf, but we're not done yet. I want to stand this up. So I have these 2 towering blocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tint them the same wood color. And with one of those wood rounds that I showed at the beginning of the video, this is what we're going to stand our leaf on as a base. And I'm just going to glue down the towering blocks in between the leaf stem so that it can balance. And using lots of hot glue to keep it sturdy. And using some white chalk paint, I decided that it needed a little bit of extra highlight around the edge of the leaf. I don't know about this decision. It looks okay. Maybe I should have went with another color. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was the white highlight around the leaf a good decision? But now I'm taking this orange rope that I had in my stash, and I'm just gonna glue it around the base of the leaf. And now I have some of this faux moss, and I'm just gonna put it within the bounds of that rope that we set out, that I glued down. And then I thought the leaf needed even more detail, so I took my Posca paint pen and I did a little stitching design, but this kind of faded too and you couldn't really see it. So here's the end result. You can somewhat see the stitching that I just did, but not a whole lot. But let me know what you think of this one. On to DIY number 2. I have this big foam pumpkin. It was $5 at my Dollarama, my local Dollarama. And it's like a glossy, shiny pumpkin, so it's not really something that I would want to put out at fall time. But I have this napkin design. I also got the napkin from HomeSense, and we're gonna do a little decoupage and put this napkin all over this pumpkin. So the technique of the napkin, I don't know if I explained this the first DIY, but the technique is to peel off just the one layer of the napkin, because they usually come with 2 or 3 layers of napkin. You peel off the one with the design, and using my Mod Podge, I'm just putting it on the pumpkin and laying the napkin as neatly as I can onto the pumpkin, and just removing all the excess so that it can lay flat as it can on the pumpkin. And that's just the one layer, but we're gonna keep going and keep adding our napkin and keep adding the Mod Podge. If you're liking this video, please like it. If you would like to subscribe, I would love that. Please subscribe. And please turn on the bell notifications so you know when I upload. So just getting more of that napkin on to every spot of this pumpkin. And just dabbing my Mod Podge right over the napkin. I don't know if this is the correct technique, but I thought it worked best for me. And there we have our decoupage napkin pumpkin. I really love how the orange of the pumpkin still peeks through, and then you get some of the white of the napkin, and then you get some of the pumpkin and leaf design as well. What do you think? On to DIY number 3. I have this wooden tray from Dollarama. I believe it was like $3 or $4. And I have this tissue paper. So not quite a napkin, but kind of the same material because it's a thin paper. So I have this tissue paper of a sunflower design. And I'm just going to place it down onto the tray where I put a layer of Mod Podge and I let it dry. And with my Cricut heat press, mini heat press, I'm just going to do the technique of ironing it onto that dried Mod Podge. And with my X-Acto knife, and using my X-Acto knife, I'm just cutting away the excess tissue paper. So that we have this nice sunflower layer. And using some black paint, I'm just gonna add a little black edge to this tray to match the black beaded handles. And I have this checkered or plaid, black and white plaid ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. And I think this will look nice just laying across the tray. Over top of that sunflower design. Just using my hot glue gun to lay it down in place. And then I have one of these faux sunflowers, which I think will make a nice detail in the center of the tray. And there we have our DIY tray. And lastly, DIY number 4, I have this maple syrup bottle that I took that is from the trash, but we're gonna upcycle it. And I'm just removing the label that was on it because it's a really nice shaped jug. And I have this pumpkin napkin that I also got from HomeSense. And we are gonna decoupage it on top of this jug, onto this layer. And I'm just taking the Mod Podge and doing a layer of Mod Podge on the jug. And I'm just going to lay the napkin down very gently. And I'm cutting off the excess. And just taking more of the Mod Podge to get any of the excess glued down. So once we have that, I now have a whole package from Temu of this great jute ribbon, but it's in different designs. And I'm going to take this white one and we're going to use it as a border between the jug and that napkin design that we did. And I'm just using some hot glue to glue it down. And we're not done yet with this ribbon. I'm also gonna put it onto the jug and wrap it around the neck of the bottle. And also I'm gonna add some to the edge of the handle too, just so that it's all cohesive. And there we have our DIY upcycled from the trash maple syrup bottle that you can put some faux flowers, which I did, or real flowers in it. But the most important part is that napkin decoupage. That's what gives us the really nice pumpkin design. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the napkin DIYs. Please let me know which one was your favorite, and if I could have added anything to any of the projects. I probably could have. But yeah, let me know what you thought of it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.